Hey everybody, this is Ahdoom. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon, the Crimson Court, where in this episode we'll be doing a bit of an XP crawl with a few of my low-level doobers in the Weald. It is quite funny that my low-level doobers are now all 3s and 4s, but I do want to make sure that I have a leveled up member of every single class, which means there is absolutely an Antiquarian, an Abomination, and a Man-at-Arms that needs some leveling up. Again, trinkets are in place to maximize damage and dodge on the Man-at-Arms, damage and life, as well as Death's Door, or Death Blow on the Abomination, dodge and Death Blow, as well as life on the Occultist. And then finally, Duai, the Antiquarian, is going to be upping her healing skills and max HP, as well as getting a nice and healthy buff to her dodge. And with that all said and that all done, it's time for us to provision up. Again, just a medium veteran dungeon crawl. No special events, no special anything really, but we'll press on regardless. We're pretty fine for cash. What I will do first of all, though, as it says on the post-it note on my screen, is remember the blood. I'll bring 4 along with me this time, just so I have a couple of free slots in case I encounter any bloodsuckers in the Weald, which is practically guaranteed, to be honest. Bring along 2 skeleton keys, 2 medicinal herbs, 2 shovels, and what is holy water good for? Do a quick check of Karamazul's cheat sheet in the Warrens. Let's have a look-see. Holy water is kind of good for pile of bones, and that's all. I can leave that alone. Keys are handy. Might bring... I'm sorry, I'm looking at the Warrens here rather than the Weald. Weald. Yeah. No. Positive quirk. Troubling effigy. Yeah, let's take along 2 holy water as well. Why the hell not? Alright, add to that stack of torches and 4, stack of food and 4 as usual. Do the typical shuffle around. Plenty of room in the inventory. Let's get in there and see what we have to see. As always, while things are loading, just want to stop and say thank you guys for tuning in. I have a lot of fun making these episodes. I hope you have a bit of fun watching them as well. If you like what you see, give me a like. If you want to give me any comments or laugh about something silly that I did or give me any tips, feel free to drop them below as well. And let's get stuck into the dungeon and see what we have in store for ourselves.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Alright, so this is actually a fairly long, medium dungeon, because we have to explore 90% of rooms. We'll take the north path, then double back, and then we'll have to double back all the way around again. Yeah, torchlight is going to be a factor here, but fortunately we have 1 camp at least to make up, excuse me for that belch there, the difference. Don't have any bandages, so we might just leave that eerie spider web alone. Has a chance to do negative quirk. Yeah, we'll just ignore that for the moment. Even with good disease resistances, I don't want to take any chances this early. And let's press onto that northwards fork. Oh, battle. Okay, 2 grabbers, a battery, and a crone, and unfortunately they have surprised us, which is going to be a problem, but we can make do regardless. What we will probably do as an opener is to get an early stun in. The question is, where is it going to be best deployed? And that fungal battery looks like a good target to avoid some marks and blights. Great, that took like an absolute charm. Curse of Vulnerability goes down, and that's going to be something that we will have to endure. Oh, that dodge debuff is nasty, and I'm out of position for a rampart, unfortunately, so we will just advance 2 positions, I think. Bissell Artillery can absolutely be deployed, and we will. Fortunately to dodge on the crone, but we get some additional damage on that battery. How far can we move the Antiquarian? Yep, she can move all the way back to the right spot. That's fine by me. So we have lost a turn because of that shuffle, but we're okay. Rent the Mark goes down. That's 5 damage, but we're okay. Yep, only 5 damage again, so no concerns whatsoever. And I'll just quickly adjust my microphone so it's a little bit lower in case there's a little bit of popping coming through there. Alright, now that we are back in a decent position, I could try and... oh, Chain Blight might be useful. Resistances are pretty high though. I'll take a chance. Don't have to freak out the guys too much as Abomination. Alright, Blight takes on 1, not on the other. That's fine. Embrace the Dark goes down. Bit of stress. Torch is reduced, so we have to amp that up to stay in the game. Let's drop another Abyssal Artillery. 5 and 5, not too shabby, but we do need to start doing something about that Abyssal Artillery. He's been alive for far too long, and with my Man-at-Arms as debuffed as he is, I may well have problems. Now I could do a minor heal, or I could do a guard me, or I can try and take out one of their units. I'm going to try and take out one of their units. Nice. Good. Alright, it's turn tonight next turn. It's fine by me. Can try and knock back and stun. That's not a bad call, to be honest. Let's get that grabber out of the way. 3 damage and stun takes. Great. It's buying me a bit of time for that blight to do its work. Alright, and Rend the Marked goes down. Again, need to drop a heal on this Man-at-Arms at our soonest convenience, I'm thinking. But in the meantime, we need to start making some prudent choices. Your stun resist is still pretty high. Let's try and keep you out of action for a turn. Yep. Let's see if that works. That Manacle is a surprisingly good ability, even when the stun doesn't take. You know, it's damage and a stun. It's good all round. Bit of stress picking up there, which is going to be of slight concern, but I can make it do. Let's start by healing up this poor Man-at-Arms just a smidge, and again, that healing trinket has not been doing great work for me. That's fine. We will try and stun out this grabber as well. Nice. Okay, that's buying me a bit more time as well, and a weird reconstruction. Do not mind if I do. Up by 19. That's absolutely fabulous, and no bleed to worry about there. We are all looking fine and fabulous. Harmless Swipe goes down. And it's a dodge, which is just fabulous in my books. Still have one turn of Blight coming through on this chap, and these guys are both in position for me to actually drop some dot on them, which I will do. And it takes on everybody, which is fine by me. Next up, we could try and do a Nervous Stab, but there's not going to be a great deal of purpose in that. What I will do instead is try and debuff that Tenacious Crone a bit, just to buy myself a little bit of time here. Curse of Vulnerability goes down, but everybody dodges because they are absolute champions. Let's again get some sweet Abyssal Artillery going and a nice crit there as well. Alrighty, so I could stun out these guys for the turn. That's not a bad call, just to keep them shuffling around in position. Could try and get a Riposte activated, or I could try and crush someone for pretty minor damage. Let's just buy ourselves some time for those Blights to actually do the damage that they should be doing. And yeah, this grabber is dead in his next turn, which is just fine by me. Bit more life left still on that second position grabber, but he cannot land a hit, which is just fabulous in my eyes. Could drop an Abyssal Artillery. That isn't actually a bad call. Let's do that. Done. That Crone is finally dead. That's just fine by me, and given circumstances, I'll try and debuff that grabber as well, just to make him more likely to miss. May as well try and drop a stun on him, just to give ourselves some extra time on that dot as well. Yep, he's out of action, and we have everything under control. In fact, we have everything under control to the point that I'm going to be doing damage the old-fashioned way. Awesome haul of loot there. Traveler's Tent as well, we'll unlock that with the Antiquarian. There's nothing inside, which is fine by me. I'm not going to complain about a rare antique as well as a ruby in exchange for that kind of battle. Stress levels are looking fine, and we get scouting as well. Okay, Curio, a trap, and an empty room. Alright, now that we know what's ahead of us, let's explore. It's going to be a bit of a waste of Torchlight. Torch is going to be a concern for us, but that's just going to have to be how it is. Antiquarian, what's your disease resist? It's your blight resist. Okay. Meh. No one has an amazing resistance for that. I'm just going to leave that be for the moment. There's a trap here, though, to see who has the best chance to sum. 70, 70, 60, and alright, 70 it is. Alright, not quite good enough, unfortunately. That's going to be a lot of stress. But no blight, fortunately. Let's go back into Radiant, and again, man, our torches are just burning through like no one's business. This dungeon is going to be a real problem, especially with those crones snuffing out our brilliant, brilliant light. Fortunately, most of the stress is falling on our Abomination. No, don't do it. What do you got? Oh, it's a blight. That's okay. That's okay, it's only 6 damage. That's okay. Alright, doubling back now, we have a Corridor Battle and a Curio. Quite a few empty rooms, which are fine by me. I'd rather take Corridor Battles than Room Battles, on account of the difference. Okay, it's just barely in Radiant, which is fine by me. No surprise, but that's no surprise. Let's try and stun out that Crone, just to buy ourselves some time and not have to deal with any stress damage. Yep, we'll take some attacks from Rapid Rush, that's fine by me. First dodge, brilliant work. And, alright, we've got a free turn. Let's see how we can use it best. Chance for an insta-kill on that Nasher. Think I'll take it. Nice. Nice, alright, so we've denied them a turn. We are keeping everything under control nicely. No chance for a kill there. What I could do is just drop a minor heal on that Occultist to keep him active and useful. Need to rejuggle their positions as well, because this guy is kind of useless where he is. Yeah, kind of useless where he is, given the remaining people. Embrace the Dark goes down. We are now out of Radiant, which is going to be a problem for us, so we will spend on a torch. We'll try and finish off this Crone. Nice. And a great dodge there as well. These Nashers are doing absolutely nothing of good to anyone. Decent damage on that Nasher. We'll have a chance to do a bit more. What I might just do, though, just is... Well, let's finish things off. I could faff for a turn, but I'm not going to. Sorry for the cough there. Good haul of treasure.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Everything is stacking up quite nicely. Yeah, let's carry on. Supply crate there. Let's see what it has in store. Heirlooms. Superb.
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Love those portraits, and I've got a strong feeling I'm going to be tortureless unless I get really lucky with the sconces of various thingamabobs. Alright, Blight resist is really high on the Abomination. Let's take a chance. Well, he's going to take it out of our hands. Yep, treasures, that's great, and stacks and stacks and stacks of gold. Let's just walk merrily past that grave as well, because I don't want to take the chance of another Blight coming through. Gonna have to be really, really frugal with my torches here, because I've got a feeling that if I'm gonna be running torches the entire dungeon way through. Yeah, we should have done that with the Antiquarian. Just a bit of food, it's fine.
The first test. Now it must be carried home.
Great, at least that disarm worked out, and our stress has been reduced marginally. He is craving the blood, and that's okay. We know this one is empty, so we'll just progress into it. Hope for a scout. Yep. Oh, a secret room! Sweet Jesus, I love me a secret room. Okay, let's carry on regardless. The plan has always been to go down this road and then double back, and so let's proceed accordingly. Again, torch is a substantial issue, and let us now unlock that left luggage. Alrighty, so what is the most valuable to me right now? It is portraits. It is definitely portraits. Those deeds could be useful for a couple of different things, but I'm going to leave off for the moment. Not going to worry about using that holy water or those shovels yet either. Those will all be necessary. Oh, only down to 4 torches. Things are getting really serious. I'm going to be shambler hunting without, not on purpose, if this keeps up. We are just barely in Radiant, which is fine by me. Chance of an insta-kill, chance of a decent damage spread. Don't have the surprise in these guys, so I'm going to focus on insta-killing if I can. On that spitter, not quite good enough, but we can make that work for us. Yeah, that's a decent-ish call. Or at least one of them is dead in their first turn, and we have a supported kill somewhere. First position Weber needs to die. Beautiful critical as well. Hopefully that de-stress spreads. It does slightly, and that Weber will be doing me some pain. But it's a dodge. Great stuff. And just the one spitter left to do me blight damage, if he gets a chance. Now, given the chance that I can't kill him, I should try and debuff his accuracy, just to try and avoid any hits. Great dodge, and that proves the mettle of our actions. I'm going to keep that going. This guy's got 4 damage left. I can probably get a kill on him. Yeah. Oh, no. No, being too greedy. Bite goes down. 1 damage, and a blight is taken. This guy's got the HP to not have to worry about it. Let's do a bit of stress remediation on the Abomination, who's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Sacrificial stab in play. And that's one less action for us to have to worry about. Might be able to faff around a turn, might not. We'll see how things play out now. Nope. No worries. Alright, fortunately I found a torch. No complaints there. That Knight's Crest I'm fine to leave behind, to be entirely honest. And let's unlock the strongbox to see what it has in store. Bit of gold, and we'll have to leave that behind.
Otherworldly corruption.
Let's carry on. We've got a corridor battle first up, so what we'll do is torch up.
As the light gains purchase,
and it's a collector. That could be a problem because we aren't amazingly well equipped for back row damage. We're going to take a chance on getting an early stun to get some decent damage done on him. 9 damage taken, and stun is resisted, which is deeply, deeply regrettable. At least we can get some good early hits in before he has his move. Yeah, pretty weak overall. And yeah, let's drop that crush because let's try and stun him again. If it works, it's so worth it. Damn it. Alright, that's fine. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We have very limited back ranks damage ability, which is gonna be a problem, and there is a lot of badness for us to have to deal with. It's time to get into beast mode. It's time to Hulk up, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's going to take some stress from that, but that's fine by me. I could try and... No, let's hope for the insta-kills on Rage. Beautiful insta-kill there, and that puts the Collector in the Man-at-Arms' reach. Let's, again, get some damage going. 13. Collector's down to 53. We need to make sure... Oh, lifesteal! 8 damage and 14 health. That is nasty. That is very, very nasty. Alright, Nervous Stab just to keep things going. 7. Alright. Back down to 60. Headhunt goes down, 7 damage taken, and the Occultist will be spending his turns taking care of himself, unfortunately. Crush now, 15 damage, and we are working this guy down, but Headstrong will cause me problems. Feels like we're taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. It's close to probably 2 steps forward and 1 step back, given the array of damage. A Rage can go down on him, though, and that will be a decent hit. 25 damage made and taken. Show Collection goes down for some stress and damage. Not too much damage. And yeah, no problems there. Headhunt. Damn it! Great dodge! Great dodge. Great dodge. Please, 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 please. Let us get a decent Weird Reconstruction. 4. And a bleed. And a bleed! Alright, let's get some heals going here, because we have to, just to compensate for that extra blooming bleed. Headstrong goes down. I think it's just a... No, it's a heal. Of course it's a heal. Everything is a heal with a Vestal. Let's keep crushing. And that is okay, down to 30 hit points, and Rage is still going to be useful here. 19 damage, fantastic, 11 HP left, and again it's going to be another Weird Reconstruction, hoping for the best. 7 up this time around, and another bleed. This is freaking catastrophic. Alright, let's keep going with those heals, because it's our only option. Alright, lifesteal this time on the Occultist, 8 damage taken, and a bleed as well. She's also marked, which is going to be a huge problem. 11 damage is a lot for her. And, alright, they're going to keep healing up that Collector. He hasn't actually grown out his collection at all, which is kind of handy. 13 damage taken by him, down to 21. Hoping to God that the, freaking Abomination can take him out. Let's go for it. Remote chance for a kill now. Not quite good enough, though. 18 down to 3 hit points. And, yeah, those bleeds are coming through insanely. Weird Reconstruction in the back, up by 16. That's what we're going to be seeing, and no bleed. See, that's how you do it, Occultist. Do it on somebody else. Collect Call goes down, and, yeah, we have a slight problem. Nervous Stab won't reach. Alright, let's keep healing up the Occultist. Up by 3, just trying to take care of some of that bleed damage. Headhunt on the Man-at-Arms, crit for 17. That's really serious, but at least he doesn't get a bleed in. Headstrong goes down on that position 1 Headhunter as well, and I have some sincere and deep concerns. What I will do, though, is get a Riposte active, because that just makes sense to me. Let's get some minor damage on position 3, just to try and shuffle that Headhunter back in place. Alright, Rage goes down on that Highwayman. No insta-kill, well, no kill unfortunately, but we can get things working. Nervous Stab won't actually help anyone at this stage. What I will do, though, is 25, 20. Alright, let's do a bit of help on the Man-at-Arms, who is marked, unfortunately. Crush goes down to take that guy out. And the Cultist, I might just drop a Sacrificial Stab just to regain the initiative. Headhunt, dodged, and a great riposte there. Yeah, let's drop a Sacrificial Stab, kill the Collector, and then we don't have to deal with respawns anymore, and we can faff to our heart's delight. We'll probably convert the Abomination out of Beast Mode just to deal with stress. Because again, he doesn't have to be... No, don't pass! I needed you to live. Right, Crush goes down, that Highwayman is dead, and we now have the freedom to faff. We're already in turn 7, so we've already taken that stress penalty. It's fine by me, let's just keep... Oh, beautiful crit, up by 10, stress reduced, and everything is looking dandy. 22 is the lowest life, so let's try a self-heal. Up by 17, which is again fabulous. Finally, whatever offense I've caused RNGs has passed. He loves me again. His beneficence and munificence is famous and adored. Let's transform back down. Alright, let's just deal with stress non-stop on that Abomination. That's his only job of making himself right in the head, and let's try Weird Reconstruction on the Occultist. Nice, she's topped off. Let's... Nice buff as well on the Man-at-Arms. Everything is finally working out. Headache goes down. That's fine, you can self-buff yourself. I just need to kill you by round 10. So let's at least get some damage done. Great, 11 damage. You're probably 1 strike away from being killed. which again is fine by me. Let's try and heal up our Highwayman ever so slightly further. No bleed. That's just fine. And let's keep things going there. Nice crit as well. Stress is reduced. And we'll have a chance to remove another 10 or 11 stress from the Abomination. He is still catastrophically high in terms of stress. Yep, you're buffing up your damage to absurd extents. Let's stun you. There we go. And I hope that you can't summon reinforcements. That's another round penalty, that's fine. Alright, you can move position, that's alright by me, as long as I can deal with your stress down to 50. Again, it is very much a 2 steps forward, 1 step back situation. And I think it is now time for us to finish things off. Unfortunately, that one's going to be a miss. Still have a chance though to do some decent good, and there we go. Done, done, and done. Trapezohedron.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Kind of a nothing debuff cure there, but that's alright. And we'll shuffle back to first positions. Our torchlight situation is deeply alarming. You do find a sack, which is fine by me.
Waiting to be spent.
Yeah, do need the money. Let's buff some people and keep that gold. Pressing on. We are in Radiant. We know this room is empty. Let's just hope for the scout. Nope. That's fine by me. It's time to press on. We have some... Yeah, let's torch up. Not many left now. It's a problem. And an Ectoplasm and an Enchantress. Obviously the Enchantress is our primary concern. Let's get some decent damage done. We might well even be able to take her out before she even has a chance to act. But unfortunately the Abomination passes and takes a stress hit. But he dodges! He dodges, he dodges, he dodges, which is fine by me. No more Enchantress. Now all we have to do is worry about this Ectoplasm doing his attacks. Let's start by debuffing him. That's fine by me. Cytokinesis goes down. Great dodge, and yeah, he will spawn out a brand new Quivering Ectoplasm. Not too concerned, I'm only in turn 2, and this is my window to de-stress. This is so my window to de-stress. Alright, let's try and whittle down somebody. Can certainly keep taking care of that Ectoplasm in terms of debuffs. Just to, again, keep him irrelevant. Sacrificial Stab, good chance for an insta-kill right here. Unfortunately, that doesn't take what to finish him off with the Mana Arms, and what I might just do is activate a Riposte. Have a chance to get a kill. I do. Boom. Nice. So, Marketplace, Riposte active. That's a fine use of his time. Big Slime goes down. 7 damage taken, which is considerable for the Antiquarian, but I'm not going to be crying too much over that. Great. Our Abomination is helping himself out. Self-heal on the Antiquarian. Up by 3. Not amazing, not terrible either. Let's start dropping Sacrificial Stabs. 7 damage taken. Not too shabby. Slime Stomach. And a fairly good riposte there in response. No stuns as well, which is just fine by me. We've got one more round to activate that riposte, so we'll just keep that rolling. Again, that Ectoplasm is down to half life, and now when I heal my stress, I'll also be healing my life. Beautiful, and his stress is looking very calm and collective. Beautiful critical for 14 there as well. Only 13 HP left on that big glooby nasty, and a sweet, sweet crit of a heal and stress reduction from the Antiquarian. This could be it. No, it won't. Only 7 damage taken. 6 HP left. Slime smack yet again, but that dodge is too awesome. Too awesome. Look, let's do one more self-heal. We'll call that the end of our faffing round. He's as good as he's going to get, and this should be it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Need 1 key for the secret room, that's for sure. Want to keep those shovels. Want to keep that food. Let's drop. No, the portrait is valuable, and we're going to have plenty of gold at the end of this. Plenty of gold at the end of this. Okay. Alright, that's all we can do. Let's close up and carry on. I am going to have to use my my camping tactically. Alright, empty, and we've got a long way to double back to, which is fine by me. So again, I'm going to probably try and keep things going No, don't do anything nasty. Hysterical blindness, look in the grand scheme of things, that's okay. Your stress hopefully won't be that high. I should be able to take care of things and manage stuff through. Let's just walk it off now. Expecting the Abomination as well to dip into wasting at any moment. Hunger check, it's fine by me, it's why we have the food. Again, I might actually have to throw some out, just to actually have room in my inventory for something else. So we'll take a quick sip of water after I've selected. Yep, great stuff. You know, casting and commenting is actually quite straining on the voice. Never appreciated it because oh, okay, there's the wasting. Alrighty. Alrighty. Have a sip of this. Surprised I actually haven't had to encounter many bloodsuckers yet. I would have expected them to be coming through fast and thick, really, but I guess I've got my invitations for the moment. So the game has given me what I need. Let's press on into this room with battle. Contents of mine, nice stack of gold, no complaints there at all. And let's torch up. We should still be in radiant by the time we get to this room. No, we're in dim. Damn it, that's the last of our torches, but that is okay.
The path is clear.
Alright, 3 doggies and a crone. I can work with that. Let's try and take out one for now. 10 damage, not amazing, but we can make do. Rapid Rush goes down on the Abomination. 3 damage taken and a bleed to boot. Rapid Rush as well. These guys are just too fast for me. That's alright. A bleed as well. Oh my god, so many bleeds. 1 damage and... oh, massive bleeds. Okay, Curse of Vulnerability goes down. These guys are just too fast for me. Fortunately, we dodge that attack at least. Let's consider our options carefully. Their Blight Resist is very high. Stun Resist less so. Let's support some damage on that Nasher, which an Abyssal Artillery might be able to finish off. Those bleeds are nasty as all get out, though. Okay, let's take out one of these doggies, and unfortunately that's going to push me out of position for an Abyssal Artillery. Just realized that as I was doing it, which is regrettable. Let's kill off another one if we can. Not quite good enough, sadly. And that's going to be turn, unfortunately. Can do a self-heal here, and that might be prudent given the damage we're going to take, but instead I'm going to try and stun out that crone just to avoid any stress damage. Nice. And only 1 action for them this turn. And indeed, that action may not even eventuate, depending. What I will do, though, is drop a Weird Reconstruction on this Abomination, just so he can keep doing damage. 18 heal, and no extra bleed, which is fine by me. Oh, 4 damage on the Man-at-Arms, it's nasty. Alright, and again, not quite enough for a kill on that Nasher either. Rapid Rush goes down. Great dodge in the Antiquarian. She is just too slippery to have to deal with that nonsense, and let's try and take one of these monstrosities out. Best chances on that Nasher, so that's the chance we're going to take. That's an action denied to them. Antiquarian stress is looking pretty good as well. Fetid Sensor, 2 and 3, and a Blight goes down on one of my guys. He is looking pretty nasty for damage over time. Fortunately, wow. Good chance for a kill there. Gonna take it. Done. So there are no more actions for us to have to worry about. Let's drop a heal on the Man-at-Arms, who's going to be taking quite a bit of damage from dots in the near future. And let's try for no chance for kill. Let's debuff her. Let's debuff her. Let's make her miss. Make her miss. Make her miss.
Decimated.
Nice. All right. Done. Great haul. Not going to use that key because we have trapezohedrons to pick up. We'll take that chance on. Yep, it's trapped and a blight. All right. So we're rocking some pretty nasty damage as we move through things. That's fine. Gonna take a chance on that chest again. It's trapped. Damn it. And is that even? Oh my god, so much blight. All right, let's wait a moment to deal with this. We'll camp, and that's gonna be our. Oh, there's a hunger check. Okay. There's a secret room here somewhere. There we go. That's what we've been looking for. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Sweet, 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 sweet. I'm going to drop that 250 gold because, let's be honest, it's not worth the keeping with these other treasures on offer. We have an empty room here. The question is whether we camp immediately, and I'm thinking the answer is going to be yes because, oh, well, we're already quest complete. Nice. Well, let's camp anyway because that will give us more room for more things. We'll have a feast to reduce stress.
An uneasy companionship.
Nice. Do we have anything to stop ambush? We must surely. We do. Yep, prevent no time ambush, add a bit of stress, it's fine by me. Let's take care of your stress. Oh, let's take care of your stress. Produce a random trinket. Let's buff all of our companions. We have 1 point left that we can't meaningfully use. That's not necessarily a good thing for us. Let's rest out. And we'll probably do another room while we still have radiant torchlight. That's going to be the threshold for us. Do have an obstacle to deal with. Let's use up a shovel. Okay, because we know what's going to be up. Let's use that shovel. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. Nicely done. And even though we are in dim, we'll take a chance on this room. None of our trinkets are going to be working for us. It's an empty. We have no scout. Our inventory is satisfactorily full. Let's get out of here. Woo! Good round. Good round. Let's see how we've done. Oh, so much money. So good. Okay, so a total of 34k in gold, 6 crests, 4 portraits and 6 deeds, as well as sacrificial cauldron that I will be selling immediately. Not a horrible haul at all. No one has popped to a high level, but the Antiquarians on the cusp of 5ness, and Pusho is on the cusp of 4ness. Fated, that's a nice one. Tuckered Out, as well as Hysterical Blindness we picked up earlier. Resilient is fine by me. And Dipsomania. Actually, Resilient has a really good synergy for the Abominations, and that was a pretty sweet round, to be honest. There are some upgrades we can make in town. 6 more recruits than usual.
Soldiers and outlaws.
Yowza.
Fools and corpses.
Let's check that out first of all. We'll come back to you in a second.
The road is clear.
Any level 3s? No. Do have an adventurer grave robber, and I am missing a grave robber from my party. I could ditch one of these redundant plague doctors. I think I will, actually. Let's dismiss you and pick up a grave robber.
Now to the condition of those poor devils who remain.
Let's pop you in here. Yep, and yeah, I'm going to leave all those guys behind. It's kind of a waste, but that's okay. Random events are random events. In the meantime, we have some upgrades that we can choose to make. I could upgrade the stagecoach network, but I'm not going to right now because I don't need it. I'll just hold on to the deeds and the crests for the moment. 41 portraits for our goal of 50 for the bank, so we're getting there. Might hold on to some cash. Got a few upgrades that I can and should make to these guys, as well as clearing off some diseases and quirks, but all of that will be done off camera. Yeah, I think it's time for us to call this episode to a close. In the meantime, my name is Ahdoom. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you've liked what you've seen, give me a like. If you want to catch more of these videos every day, hit that subscribe button that I've just thrown up. The playlist is there as well if you're coming through midstream. Feel free to catch up. We've had some good adventures in the past, and I will catch you guys next time.